will not, yes, all the sweat of Mohbad will not go out to son that does not belong, or to the family that does not, the boy does not belong to. Please, let's be mindful of whatever we want to say, because whatever you do to fellow human like you, first of before you think about you want to do evil to anybody, before you think you want to say anything ill of any man, think about it, that if this thing happened to me, will I accept it? If it happened to my brother, will I accept it? If it happened to my son, will I accept it? But let's put ourselves in Baba Mohbad's shoe. He's an illiterate. Every one of us, we knew the onset of this struggle when Baba Mohbad was not guided by anybody. He will come out, will speak with anybody, just damn tap. They will tap whatever. They will record his voice. They will use it. That's what they are using against him now. But I believe he's more guided now. He's more secured now. He has his family. We cannot separate his family from him. I'm very sorry to say that. We can't separate his family and the friends. We cannot separate. We cannot go and put young fellow beside Baba Mohbad to be guiding Baba Mohbad. We have to look for someone of his age to be looking after him. His family must be around him. We cannot separate that. And if Baba Mohbad has chosen that this is my family, this is the person I want to be seen, this is the person that stood with me, we as the public, we have to accept that. It's only we, whenever we want to bring out any action, and anytime we want to do anything, we have to explain to them and gain, by the time the pro, and because Mr. Mo, you have a thing. In this one we go, we have this lawyer. This one we go, we have if it does not go on your own way, people will come out, they will start castigating him. I rest my case.
Okay, thank you.
And please let me answer her, please.
Okay.
Just a short one, please. Thank you. You spoke well. Thank you. The point of correction. What brought all of us together is justice for Mohbad. I don't know Miwa. I've never seen him before. So there's no way I can have anything against him. I don't have anything against Miwa. What I have against him, and I don't have, because you said I should go and settle with him. I don't have any call to settle with Mr. Miwa. What I have against him is your last statement. The same way you feel about him, the way he's handling things is what, the same way you feel about him, that's the same way I feel about him. Believe me honestly, if Miwa is doing the right thing, which majority of us don't know what is his motive of what he's doing, the same thing like you, I don't have anything against him. I don't have any call to settle with him. My problem with him is the way he's handling the justice for Mohbad. That is my problem with him. I don't know him, and I don't wish to know him. If the right thing is being done, I will definitely come out here and shout praises for him and give him kudos. So, point of correction, I don't have any call to settle with him. But what he needs to do, the right thing needs to be done. Thank you, Anne.
Okay. Any other person has a question or suggestion or submission based on what she said? And if you're in the comment section, you want to come up. I'm not a moderator. I'm sure somebody can bring you up. Or Brian is there listening. But if you have any, in the line of thought of what she said, please come up. Or if you're in the comment section, in the platform, you have questions for her or submissions, please go ahead. Thank you.
Madam Susie, I wrote down your questions and I don't know if you want to elaborate further on them. So, your first one was, you said, do we truly want justice? Are you questioning what we're doing currently?
Like the last speaker, that's one of my questions. That's one of the questions why I asked if we truly want justice. Because what I think a lot of us has really put much emotional feeling into this stuff. If you truly want justice for a situation like this, you are not supposed to lean towards one person. You stand in the middle, and majority of us, in fact, majority of us is lacking standing firm in the middle right now. Either you are for Baba Mohbad or you are for Wunmi. If you are for Baba Mohbad and beginning to point out where Baba Mohbad is wrong, they will switch over and you say you are anti-justice. That is the reason why. And you are for Wunmi and you're beginning to point out where Wunmi is wrong, they're beginning to call you anti-justice. So if this continue like that, then we are not ready for justice yet. If you cannot stand in the middle to take all the stones coming from left and right, and you want to go towards one side, then for justice, then we are far away from getting justice.
Sniper, you've got another question for her. You want to go ahead?
Question. Ask a question.
Done. You completely done.
Oh, I'm trying to put them together.
Okay. Any other person that has got a question for Lady Susie? If you're in the comments and see, we can't read, everything is passing up. You want to come upstairs? Just, send a request, come upstairs, and, because she's made her submissions. Her first question was, do we want justice? And if we think we want justice, and she's also said that she thinks Baba Mohbad should be arrested, and Mama Mohbad and Wunmi, because in her own opinion, she thinks these three people hold the puzzle to this case, and they're gaslighting us. Lady Susie, I hope I said what I mirrored your thoughts. Am I correct? That's what you said,
100%, 100%. Thank you.
Okay, so that's what she's saying. So if you've got any, submissions or questions for her, please come up.
Can I go ahead now, yeah?
Yeah, you can.
All right. So, Madam Susie, one of your questions again, right? You wanted to ask the public where we stand, if we were in the middle or we were by the side, right? So I want to throw the question back to you. Where do you stand?
I am in the middle, and I can tell you why I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle. I don't hesitate in bashing Wunmi when Wunmi is wrong. I am not a fan of Wunmi. Rather, I am a fan of Baba Mohbad, but I prefer to stand in the middle. When Baba Mohbad is wrong, I will definitely put it out there. He's wrong. He's my person. I think among the first people before Baba Mohbad go viral, go ask him of Susie. He knows my voice. When I call him or when he called me, I don't even call him. He is my person. Baba Mohbad know what band us together. He knows. But when the competition became too much, I had to back out. Okay? But I'm in the middle. So at this point, I want all of us to get in the middle bus and say the right thing. When Baba is wrong, let it put it out there for him that he's wrong. And that is the only way he can correct himself. But when we keep on supporting, when we see the wrong thing and we keep on supporting, there's no way he can learn from it.
Madam Susie, right? I hope I'm not taking people's opportunity, right? And can I go ahead?
Just before you go ahead, please, moderators, if you're here, I think Paparano is busy or sleeping or something. Can you bring people up, please? Thank you. If you're a moderator on this platform, just bring people up. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Madam Susie, I don't know if I'm right. I believe you've got, or your group has got a lawyer representing this case. Am I right? That's the lawyer, I don't remember the name, but I believe your group has a lawyer, right? Represented by our son, represented by
Bankole and Smith.
Okay, yeah, and I believe that he's been there from the get-go, from the inquest, from the beginning of the inquest, right?
No, that's not true. That's
Okay.
not true.
Okay, sorry.
That's
Okay,
not true.
he joined in the middle, I believe, or he's been there in the last two inquests, if I'm correct.
Yes, the first inquest is when the first inquest that he was approved to join the case. That's when Spendy fainted, and the second inquest is when he had issue with the appointed judge. That lady there is not a judge. She was a kind of prosecutor that is appointed to see the case. That's one thing people don't know. So the appointed prosecutor or the judge to see the case, he had an issue with. Bankole was hired in February of this year, and he took him a little bit while to get all the CTC from the court before he can get into the case. So he's not there from the beginning, not at the middle. He came in at the end when the case was already closed. When he came in, you find out the inquest was already closed,
Okay, so I believe he's probably working with the current son and Mr. Odumosu. I don't know. They must have communicated one way or the other. So my question is, why are we struggling to get Darusha arrested? Like, why? What exactly is the problem?
I think if we are struggling to get Darusha arrested, I think that question should go direct to the Lagos State Police and the IG of Police. Why did I say so? Darusha supposed to be the number one person to be arrested, not even a prime boy, not even spending. If they're going to arrest nurse, Darusha should be in the same shoe with the nurse, because Darusha came out openly, put out there on his Twitter or Instagram page how he locally embalmed Mohbad. That's a big crime, So if Lagos police or the Nigerian police, the IG of police, which is aware of this case, knew about that, and they didn't take a move to look for him, and waiting for the lawyers or the team to come and push to bring Darusha to the custody, then there's a problem with the system.
So it means all effort right now, if the system is not working, then we're all just messing around. That's what I see here. Because
yes.
In the system. So what are we doing?
Okay, you cannot, the best way what we're doing is to force the system. So that's why it's good for us to not be biased. When you are biased, the system is already biased in this case. If you look deeply into this case, the main people who is there that is present, that is supposed to be under police investigation, or they're supposed to be in the custody, the system is not even talking about them. I give you an example. Wumi is number one of them. Wumi is present with her husband when this whole thing happened. The police is not even making a move, So it's the system. We need to stop all this side talk and focus on the system. Do we need to put out IG's, the chief in command of police force? Do we need to draft something, put it out, and share it around on every pages of TikTok, Instagram, Twitter? Put it out there, call his attention to see.
Lady Susie, I would speak when you're done.
Yes.
I'll say something when you're done.
Okay, so that's what we need to do. The system is not our friend right now when it comes to justice for Mohbad.
Lady Susie, yes, you're right on that. Let me ask, is any, please, who have more? Papa Bio, do you know how to get him? I think he's probably off. People want to come up. Papa Rhino, people are trying to come up. Can you bring them up? Because they said you don't have any moderators. Bayo. Well, I don't know, because I don't know who moderates for him. Anyway, Lady Susie, I just want to quickly say something, yeah? And I want to just address the issue where you said Baba Mohbad, Wumi, and Iya Mohbad needs to be arrested, and then also the part of saying, stand on the part of justice. I understand that, we're dealing with a very sensitive case, and I just want to make some submissions. You see, because of the dexterity of this case and how sensitive it is, people's emotions are definitely vested in it. Now, the difference is emotions are vested. Do you just have pure emotions, or do you have emotions vested with intelligence? That's the question. So that is a fact, because everybody has been moved with the way that boy's neck was bent, and that was what brought the public uproar and to where this case started. Now, talking about Baba Mohbad, I would want to toe on the line of saying that I think I would go on the path that if he needs to be re-interrogated, I use the word re-interrogated, then okay, the police would do that if we have a good working system, not a corrupt police system who are not biased. Yes. But why am I saying if? Number one, when this man hurriedly buried his son, and we saw the broken neck, and he was being called out and everything and all of that, he came out on in the social media. I think there was a video, didn't he? He didn't have TikTok then. He came out and he addressed everybody and said, oh, he's sorry. And he explained clearly why, he went to go and bury the son quick, because this is the story. That's how we now got to see the blunders of the police, that they went to the police station. The police didn't give them a police report. They couldn't even put the body in the morgue. And one thing led to another. And of course, he can't sit down, be watching the cops. And so the son had to be buried. And then also their tradition where, they don't see corpses of their children. So he was very shocked to see that the neck of the boy was bent and all of that. Now, on the family level, me and you and every other person on this cause for justice do not know his relationship with his son. And I would be very surprised if he would not be seeking justice for a boy that he claims had brought him so much joy that he looked as his light, and he named him his twin, Oladimeji, that, my second in person. I'll be very surprised. As I said, I'm not one to judge, but I can actually make my submissions to think in this direction that, one, the fact that he got there, as I said earlier, I think he was in a state of a comatose state. He was, the shock, something he wasn't expecting, he didn't know how to process. And then he doesn't have the resources, so he started coming to his senses and all of that. And I would think that the fact that he has gone to Brekete and every other places he said he's asking for justice, I would take him out of that picture of thinking he needs to be interrogated. As I said, that's my choice of word, re-interrogated, because he keeps narrating the story of what he knows, his own part, what he knows, without mincing it every time. Uriyomi Hamzat, Brekete, he narrated the same story. There was a high level of consistency in that. I would want to score him maybe 85 to 90%. 10% is because of the fact that, okay, it's happened. He probably would not remember everything that would have happened because, as I said, the shock. He wouldn't have gotten everything, but as he stays and begins to process, things will begin to make sense to him. So to me, he is giving the same consistent information, and just as a layman who's not a police officer, I don't see why I need to call him again for questioning or for reinterrogation. I do not see the need for that. However, on the flip side, you have Wumi, you have Mohbad, who have said, me, and I quote, she said, if I tell you about that Baba Mohbad, if you all know him, you will stone him to death. I would not even say arrest them. I said Baba Mohbad is trying to even sue. Now, don't even look at the picture of her being at the crime scene. Just looking at it in the context of what you're saying, of knowing more to the case. I would say, normal practice, invite them for interrogation or questioning. Reinterrogate them again, because they are making very strong allegations. If I tell you what we know about Baba Mohbad, you all will stone him to death. That's a very strong allegation. So, if the police were not biased and they were looking for justice, that's one thing. Or who are the investigators of this, who are handling these cases, the crime unit that are investigating the case, they would have to have called that girl to come and explain what she meant by that. What does she know about the man? Could it be that, okay, you are saying he wanted his son dead, he wished his son dead, and you have proof, you have evidence, come and explain. That's number one. Iya Mohbad has come out, first things first, she said, Naira Marley. Ebamiwa Naira Marley, number one. Secondly, she said, the children are not Baba Mohbad. Thirdly, she now came out to say, Baba Mohbad was saying Prime Boy should flee the crime scene. Fourthly, she came out to say, Baba Mohbad sends people to go and stab this boy, her son, to stab her son, and kill him. Those are very strong allegations. So to me, I would not say arrest, I would say invite her, because that's normal practice. You invite them. If they don't turn up, you declare them wanted, and then, arrest, except maybe you want to arrest if you feel they are terrorists or they have killed somebody, but you need normally, okay, we're calling you, come and answer these questions. So reinterrogate them. And of course, based off of what they're saying, and they don't give you concise answers, they can be arrested, because you would feel like, okay, you know what, you're saying things, and if you're not going to be very honest to give us your facts, we think you know more, and you're conceding evidence that is frustrating our work in getting justice for this case. So that's that. That is how I would see that. Because amongst the three of them, Iya Mohbad and Wumi, now, as I said, take them out of we're not even dealing with the crime scene. They have not come out anywhere to say, we're looking for justice for Mohbad. That man has been the only one. Anywhere he's dragged, he goes. Is it, come here, can you give me a solution here? I will go, he will go. Come there. None of them has. So I would be generous with my thoughts and my empathy to say that, you know what? The fact that you were seeking for justice, and number 4, you were not at the crime scene. All of them have confirmed by their silence or even their speech to the fact that he was only called that Tuesday after that boy had died. So how on earth do I begin to see him as a person of interest that I need to reinterrogate again? Sorry, 2 more minutes. Go take it, Danny. How do I see him as a person of interest that I need to reinterrogate again? Absolutely not. I don't see him as that. Because to me, he's done due diligence. So I just wanted to clear that up, and that's it.
Okay, and let me come in here. I see the keyboard warriors. You see, in a situation like this, how do we get to the bottom of the truth of everything when 3 key people keep on coming out to tell you this? When I say arrest, when they arrest 3 of them, if that is what is going to, get us to beginning to know the truth, you understand now. If they arrest Baba Mohbad, arrest Mama Wumi, arrest Mohbad, arrest Wumi, you see, we all know that there's somebody strong standing behind Wumi, okay? Now, if 3 of them is being arrested and they go out there to go and say something, There's no way police will turn around to start changing people's statement anymore, because in this case, people's statement has been, changed to fit the way Lagos State Police want the case to go. So it doesn't mean that if Baba Mohbad is arrested and he go there to put it down in black and white with his lawyer. Now he has a lawyer. Before now, he doesn't have a lawyer. He goes there, put it black and white. This is what I mean by saying that I know something. This is what I know. Because he don't want to measure it to the public. He put it down there, and his lawyer will have a copy to back him up when the case moved to the highest court.
Okay, Susie. Okay, Susie, I get that point you're coming from, but let me elaborate on that. Now, okay. I know if I can infer, I think you were making reference to where he says that after the DNA, he would know the killer. Am I correct? That's what you're
Yes,
right. Right. Now, let's just look at this with our critical minds here. The reason why he would have said that, right? Now, let's also understand, this justice for Mohbad, everybody's having a freedom of speech. You can say your mind, your thoughts, and all of that. Fair enough. Now, my thoughts as to why he would have said that is this. Number one, look at the way that girl, what's her name, Wumi, flipped on him. What sort of tried to ensure that she turned that son, his beloved son of his, against him. Right? Internally, there was some whatever. At first, it was his, buddy, yada yada yada. They were clicking together, and then all of a sudden, the mother came in. So they have that family internal scuffle going on. The mother came in. The mother is bad mouthing, so they're talking nonsense about the man and all of that. But regardless of that, the man feels that my son was sick. Yes, thank you, Holy Spirit. There's something he said that he had a revelation, right, about that, because the dream said, okay, that he had this dream about death and all of that for his son. Something about he was shot from the back, and then he tried to turn from the front. They still got him, and then he went and got water, and said, "This is a blessed water. Let's ensure that he takes a bath with it all the time." And he said, by the time he went there, this is his early interviews. He said, by the time he went there, this girl had got them, Mohbad was using the water, stopped Mohbad from using the water, and they had thrown the water away. So in a father's mind, now look at this way, the father of the son, my daughter-in-law, why are you trying to stop me from seeking help for this boy? Now, there's also the story about the clot, where they went to meet the woman who prophesied about the birth of this boy and said, we see death coming. You want to get a copy of any of his belongings, his cloth, his shirt, or whatever, and let's pray to avert that death. And the mother connived with this Wumi girl and sent a wrong garment to the father, and that wasn't done. Now, I'm just trying to take you on a journey of the pains in his heart. Then, thirdly, to hit the nail on the head. The boy, that Monday night, now don't forget there's a rift. The boy was sick, Sunday night they had a show, scuffle. The man is in Ikorodu. They never even thought to call to say, Baba, bye, Lon Shelel. This kind of thing happened though. See. We're trying to, sort him out right now. His command is give him some sort of information as a father who has already been coming to voice out his fears about things that he was feeling for his son. That wasn't done. Now, they now played him further. If anybody owes that man at least the legal right to tell him the information as to what is going on, is that tramp, Wumi. But they played him further to say, your son is fine, you don't need to come. And they would not have told him anything. He had to follow his own gut instincts or his intuitions and to walk with his 2 legs to that house to find the corpse. Oh my God, Susie. I can bet you $1 million if we would never be in that man's shoes. But if that was anybody who could relate to him, you would automatically think, you, this daughter-in-law of mine, you offed my son. There is nothing you are trying to prove to me that would make sense. I would think you. I don't want to come out and call you on the public and say, you killed my son, but I'm using decorum to think that, to say to the public, I know the killer. Maybe to people close to me, it's that girl. Because your actions are questionable. Till today, the disrespect, Susie, of the fact that a man left the Saturday, he said he was there or so, ate to the son, and he's only called, not even that, the boy is sick, come and see him alive. No. As at the time they took this boy to the hospital, when they called them and said your son was sick, they were lying to the man. They were already at the hospital and this boy was already pronounced dead. He was brought in dead. That he was ready, that they did not pronounce it, he was brought in dead. So the boy had passed. And they were still lying to this man that, your son is sick. Oh yeah, don't come again, he's well. If Darosha can do that nonsense, the person that he went to pay bride price or introduction or engagement owes him every information about that boy. And also, don't forget, this same man has been going to the house to settle the toxic fights that they have been having with that boy. Now, so I think, and I can say that he would have made that statement to say, I know if they do the DNA, I can then point out to say this person killed my son. Whether his assertions are right or wrong, but based on the antecedents of events, yes. And that is why I said to you, I would say re-interrogate. Now, that is one. Number two, you asked the question to say, how, at this point we are, how do we get justice? Susie, you and I know we live in a very developed country. We know that justice does not lie with them calling Baba Mohbad to reinterrogate him because he wasn't at the crime scene. So knock that out. How do we move on from here? We need to harness the power of the media to shout, call out the IG of police, call out every one of them, press releases, petitions flying everywhere. And also, on our own part, it's not still late to gather our evidences, data forensics. It's not still late to gather our own findings on the post-mortem, do our own post-mortem examination, which is called autopsy and toxicology. Name them one, do that. And then, of course, the DNA bit of the civil case, or except it is the toxicology comes out and the police begin to, the toxicology is read, and then the chief magistrate at the coroner court or the director of prosecution compiles a list of people they find as new suspects that should be brought to the case. Then we can say, okay, fine, it's pointing in this direction, let them arrest them. That is the only way we can get action done. And since that police, they are as biased as whatever and they are as corrupt as anything, we can call them out, pay bloggers. This age is the age of bloggers using gossip. Gossip media moves. Call them out, write petitions, petition the IG of police that they are being biased in the case, or the commissioner of police, whatever they have, petition them, press releases and everything. Thank you for that. Petition them, everything. Petition them. Press releases coming out, flying, and getting even the international community to be focused on this case. I can tell you, as we always say, Susie, for free, honest to God, if the legal team or the PR team, anybody who wants to, and I'm Susie, I'm not stopping at Baba's legal team, I'm saying legal team, including Ada Media, to go and begin to put press releases and petitions out there and pay. First of all, as I said, don't forget the gossip the gossip media, the blog. You need them because they are the ones that make things happen. You need them. The Punch, the papers, Punch, Vanguard, whatever, press releases by lawyers, and also getting the international communities, like all those other international media houses, like what you want to say, Sahara, or anyone that is interested in this case, BBC Africa, any of, honest to God, Susie, it would amaze you as how things will change overnight. Even starting with that thing that they have put out there today, saying toxicology is ready. If a good PR team knows what they're doing and begins to point out to say, we are hearing, police, we are hearing that the toxicology is out. We hope that your toxicologies will match findings that you found on this case, that there are lacerations on the body, blah, 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 blah. I tell you, man, we would be on the right path for justice. There's one thing the Nigerian media is afraid. The Nigerian justice system, police, whatever, all of them put together are afraid of being called out. They fear the power of social media, and you want to take your references from all the things that have been happening lately. So many of them, case in examples. The ones of the police where they took bribe and people filmed, called them out. Before you know, they started acting up. The China shop that operates in Lagos, where nobody knows where this shop is, it's only for Chinese. And the next 2-3 days, they went there to go and seal up the place. That tells you that this Nigerian system, government,
and let me stop you. Let me stop you right there.
Sorry,
you see, the China stuff. Let me correct that one first. It's not a market. It's an office plazas. It's not a market. So whoever that carried that news, actually I was on very, very dark boy or very dark, what is it called again? I was on his live last night when he went to the plaza, office by office, floor by floor. There is no single, it's not a grocery store. So whoever that carried that story lied to the public. So let's get that right. It's not a store. So I'm still going to go back to one thing that I'm keep on going to say. Why did I say they should pick Baba Mohbad up? Sometimes it's not the first to report a case, win a case, okay? So if they pick Baba Mohbad up in this case, now Baba Mohbad have a legal team, okay? He go out there, he quietly tell them in his statement, this is what I mean by what I said, okay? Then they put it down. His lawyer have a copy, he has a copy. There's no way Nigerian Lagos State Police will go change his statement anymore, because what is on this case, Nigerian police know who they're going to charge for the murder of Mohbad, okay? So whatever statement they put out their initial stage, they've not come out. I keep on saying they need to come out and correct that statement. That statement still stands still. Is that what they're going to use in charging people to the High Court? No, that is one thing we need to look at. So by picking up these three people, we change their narrative of that first statement they put out to the public, to the whole world. He has to change it, because that statement, the key people, is not there. Their name is not there. You understand? So if, let's assume they pick Baba Mohbad up, and picking Baba Mohbad up will bring us to where he will get Mama Mohbad and will be involved. Yes, if I'm Baba Mohbad, I'm a father, that this happened to me, God forbid bad thing, I would definitely go to the police and say, handcuff me and handcuff these people. These two people know what killed my son. You understand? In that case, definitely they will do it. That is what I mean. I will be the one, if I'm a father in this case, I will be the one to take the move. I will not sit on the social media or waiting for the DNA. No, I will turn myself in, tell them what I know and what Wumi know that I know, because Wumi said it. Baba, you know, and I know. If I open my mouth, they will show you. You see,
Yes. You see, I understand what you're saying. So that is for me. I think Baba's legal team needs to go on the offensive. If they put a petition to say, okay, for all the people who are defaming him and all the negative media he's receiving and all of that, if they put a press release or a petition out there, and then they call them that way, they call this Wumi, come and say what you know. And by all means, if Wumi goes there and has her fact, because it's one thing to talk, it's one thing to have evidence. If Wumi gets her fact to say, okay, yes, the way this Mohbad died, Baba Mohbad sent people, these are the people, they have confessed that they sent him to come and kill my husband, then yes. But for me, the only way that man can fight is to get his legal team to, first of all, put petitions out for the defamation of his name, press releases, and clear up the false narrative that this woman and her team have used the gossip media to spread the lies about him. So he needs to fight. But on the other bit, I just think that he's done his bit in his own little way. Another thing that annoys me, Susie, is the people who are around him.
We don't even
And I
know
don't
who
know if
is
it's
lying.
because of, the pain of what he's
Among
going
the
through.
two
He's
groups.
being moved, dragged around. And because you have to understand, Susie, if this man had money, on his own money, he would just get a proper legal firm that he believes in, that has homicide experience, and they would take on this case, and this man would just be lying down to sleep and watch things move. But because he is 100% reliant on the public for funds and everything, if somebody comes and says, this is the way it works, he will say, okay, let's go there, as long as he helps me. Okay, no, Baba, not this way. Turn around now, walk this side. He will go there. So that is the problem. I just hope that Baba's legal team, San, and the other one, and even Bankole and Smith, they can just look at him as a man who is drowning, that needs help, and just say, you know what, we're going to put aside everything, and we're just going to help him. And forget about that man called Muiwa. Just leave him aside. And act in their legal grounds, knowing the law, the positions, what they need to do, and focus on that. Because to be honest, apart from calling Wumi and whatever, this greatest evidence we need is having our proof of autopsy. If the government comes out, which I think that result's going to be botched, if it comes out and they say, oh, the boy died of natural causes, and we don't have any proof to counter that, it's a bloody waste of time. Whether you have called Baba Mohbad, Mama Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Wumi, it's pointless. Because you need to be able to have concrete evidence to show that, yes, this is this. So this is the biggest problem. I just hope, Susie, thank God that you are close to the Ada University team. If you can beg them for them to just find a way. I know these lawyers behind, outside of TikTok, they can work together to just focus on the key areas and help this man. Forgive excess. That would be great.
You see, Bankole and Smith, they don't have problem, but there's something there that we, the public, don't know. The question I keep on asking, what is the problem that Baba is being instigated to talk to Bankole and Smith? I've asked this question time without number. We are all fighting for justice. This boy in question is not my son, is not my nephew, is not related to me. Something brought all of us in one umbrella, under the same umbrella, to fight for this justice. What is the problem? Why are they not letting Baba Mohbad to accept Bankole and Smith? That is the question people need to ask. What is there? Bankole is there for the criminal aspects. Why are they not letting Baba Mohbad talk to Bankole? We have no Lord Chamber, that is involved in this case. There are two old guys that's been in the system for a while. Bankole has been in the system for over 30 years. Smith has been in the system for over 30 years. Their experience, they didn't just get there overnight, okay? What is the problem if you have Bankole and Smith that is being hired for this case? Why can't they, Miwa, link up with Bankole and Smith, okay? And they do things together. Why are they still, don't want to accept Bankole and Smith into this case? Bankole and Smith is there since December. And they knew that he's there. They still went ahead to go and hire another Sam. So there's a problem somewhere that we, the public, we can't get our hand and, around it. That is beyond us. That's what I think. What is happening is beyond us. Because if Bankole and Smith cannot be accepted by Baba Mohbad and Baba Mohbad's team, then there's a problem. He came in, the first thing he did, he stretched a hand of friendship to Mr. Odumosu. He was turned down. So what can we do? What can they do? So these are the things that people don't know. So what is the problem? Why are they not accepting him? Maybe somebody on the comment section can let people know, maybe he knows something, why is Bankole is not being accepted into Baba Mohbad's team. You understand? I don't know. That question I can't answer,
Well, you see, Susie, for me, I don't have the answer either, but I just think, as I said, if a man is drowning, is in the middle of the sea, even his enemies can help him, and his friends and neighbors and passers-by. So I just think whatever way Bankole and Smith can help, if they want to go with the through the media to help the man to set the record straight about the case, I'm sure he would appreciate. Now, you see, at the end of the day, we talk about these legal firms, but there are still people there. So we don't know what information has passed out, what was said, what was not heard. Now, you also have to understand that, maybe they have put it out in a way that, and this is not even condemning Bankole and Smith, but maybe it's people have put it out to Baba Mohbad that, these people have a conflict of interest. They don't really, they see you as, you have something to do with your son's death. People can twist words. People can say anything. But at the end of the day, Susie, the way I look at it, I always say,
and let me hold you right there.
I'm just saying,
hold on 1 second.
Okay,
hold on 1 second. Hold on. Baba cannot say that. Baba and Ada, they have a personal relationship. Baba and me, Susan here like this, we have a personal relationship. I'm not going to come out here and say this is what I've done. It's not in my character. That is not what I'm here for. I have nothing, absolutely nothing against Baba Mohbad. When we started with Baba Mohbad, Bukky Jesse was not there. When we started with Baba Mohbad, I don't even know who Mr. Miwa was not there. When we started with Baba Mohbad, all these people that have hijacked Baba Mohbad, they were not there. So Baba Mohbad cannot come out and say, Susie is anti-justice. He will never say that if he's truly a Christian. But, yeah.
I said that, I started by talking about the drowning man, right? And then I moved to say, we don't know, perhaps people, because you said something that's very pivotal here. You said people who are around him, and I did mention it before. So we don't know what informations have gotten to him that have been twisted, and vice versa. Me and you cannot say. As I said, you have to look at this thing from the point of this man is, I'm vulnerable. So anybody who is saying what to him, he will go. Now, the extras of whatever has gone on, me and you don't know. Maybe if you are able to reach him directly on your own and without, there's nobody at around him and he can talk freely, maybe, just maybe, if you feel there's something going on there, or there's maybe some personal vendetta, he will be able to tell you and say, oh, the reason why I don't want to use Bankole and Smith is this. But by all means, I still feel that, you know what, he has a right to have his personal lawyer. That is the fact, because when you talk about the estate, the civil case of, the estate administration, he needs to have somebody who protects his interests. So to me, I've always said it is his own prerogative. But regardless, on the criminal case, because it's the state that is prosecuting, they all have to understand that they all have to work together. Because just as Aries said, and every other person who said, they would always must definitely share notes at the criminal court. You can't bring any surprises there, so you have to work together. End of. So I still solicit, and I'm begging you, Susie, tonight. However, in any way you can help the Bankole and Smith, your team can help Baba Mohbad to the best of your ability, where you think you can and you have the ability to in any way, maybe through the media, whatever. Please do. I would even say an example is what, like trying to clear his image. There's a bad publicity on this man that makes the public have an already biased opinion about him. So if Bankole and Smith wants to help from that perspective, good and fine. But Susie, as they say, you cannot force, you can take the horse to the water. You can't force it to drink water. You can only do what you can. But because we all have that empathy and we all want justice, and we're all here, strangers from all over, different parts of the world wanting to help, it does not change anything. And I think Bankole and Smith have been doing, they've been going to court every day. Good. And some good people like you and the rest of them are paying for the Bankole and Smith. So let's just keep helping. Let his own team do what they're doing. For me, I've always said those key areas that we need to address, those 4 areas that are focused on evidence, anybody who can help. The PI, the pathologist, if you guys want to get your own, at the end of the day, everybody's helping. Maybe later on, if he sees that Bankole and Smith helped him maybe to clear his image, or he sees that Bankole and Smith went on and focused on data forensics, and at the criminal courts they were able to bring strong evidence, I'm sure he's not, somebody who's an ungrateful person. As long as he's aware, he would come out and say, thank you. Thank you so much for all the help you all have helped, in getting justice for my son. That's what I think. Because, Susie, because there are so many obstacles around this man, me and you don't know the position of his heart and what they have said to him that would have influenced him otherwise. I don't know if I'm making sense, because on that note, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know if I'm making sense to you.
You are. There's nothing you can say to me on this justice for Mohbad that is new to me. Okay, so sometimes when people see me, talking the way I'm talking, they won't understand where I'm coming from. I've seen it all when it comes to justice for Mohbad. So sometimes you are working hard and your effort is being killed. It's very, very painful. I don't have anything against Baba Mohbad, but if by picking him up will let us get to Wumi, yes, I will support that. Okay, despite that, we all knew that he's innocent, but there are some things he's aware of that I and you, the public, is not aware of. If that is what is going to get us to the bottom, of us, somebody definitely need to go down, but the right person, not the wrong person, need to go down when it comes to justice for Mohbad. So I'm going to stand on where I stand. If picking Baba Mohbad among the people will get us to get to the bottom of what happened to Mohbad. He might be picked up, and at the end of the day, he said what he knows, he's released. If they don't have anything serious against you, but you say what you know, and put whoever that have told you out there, Baba Mohbad will be released, and at the end of the day, we get the right people in. You know, that's if it's me, if I'm a member of this family.
Yeah, I respect your opinion. I respect your thoughts. As I said, it's yours, and would leave it at that. You know, because for me, I need to go to bed now. But I respect that. That's your opinion. That's your position, and I have my position, and we're good, and that's it. So that's how I feel. But thanks anyway for wanting to help and all the help you achieve and helping some.
Thank you. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Okay,
Susie,
Yes, sir.
if you were in Baba's shoes, Baba has lost a son, and he knows if he trend in a particular way in this case, he's going to lose another son who was very close to the scene, Adura, lose another family member, Darosha. What advice or counsel do you think the whole family members that you are not seeing in this struggle will be telling him presently? Like as a Yoruba man, you've lost a son. You want to pull another 3 members in prison. How can he face his family?
Say your question.
Yeah, because
Somebody is recording me. Okay, I will answer your question with honesty. Okay, if I am part of this family, or if I am Baba Mohbad, okay, with the manners, the way they killed Mohbad, this is my best answer I can give to you. If with the manners, the way they killed Mohbad, if Darusha and what is it called again, Adura,
yeah,
is among what of? Okay, I'm going to throw the question back at you. What of if these 2 people that you are afraid of them going to jail? What of if these people turn out to be the people that killed Mohbad?
You want me to answer?
Yes, sir.
If my Baba Adura, I can't lose 3 of my own. I've lost one already. So there's no amount of justice fight you want to put. If I know it's going to affect 2 of my other children, I will kill the case.
So, sir, are you going to tell me, so you'll be there, and one of your son will be part of the one that killed another one, and you're going to protect the one that is part of this killing just because you don't want to lose him?
Is there anything you want to do to bring my child back?
So because you don't want to lose him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I can't lose any other one. I will tell you my truth.
Oh my God! So are you now trying to tell the public?
Will you take it?
No. Are you now trying? I'm not saying Adura is the one that killed the brother or Darusha.
That's a very good question.
Based on your submission now, so are you now trying to tell the public it's okay because
that was
for
a
another
very
brother
good
to
question.
wake up and kill another brother? And then the other brother will go free because you don't want to lose him?
This is not the first time. Wait, this is not the first time we are seeing things like that in Nigeria. We have seen 2 brothers fight and the one will die. Have you ever heard that the other one goes to permanent prison for it? Family cover the case.
So will you allow this to happen in your family?
Susan, please. Sir.
Will you allow this to happen in your family?
I'm telling you, I cannot afford to lose.
Susan, hold on, please.
Oh my God.
Omo Jesus.
Yeah?
You are selling a very bad narrative.
Madam, it's easy to say. You
For the entire world, and that is a shame.
It's very easy to say.
I know of that, even you, if I know that that's your intention, and 2 of your kids killed one of their brothers,
yeah, you will
and
arrest
you are obstructing the 2 brothers, and even you, their father, that was obstructing justice, we also go to jail because
have you not seen this? Have you not seen this justice being obstructed right now?
You are a bad influence to the society. People like you sleeps with their daughter.
We are not insulting each other here now. We are critically looking at this case. Now, why are you insulting me?
People like you sleeps with their daughter, and you will tell your wife, "Man, you are a bad influence to the society." Even as you speak now, you're supposed to be investigated because I think you will have something in your closet.
But why are you talking? Why are you insulting me?
You are a shame and a disgrace to humanity. People like you, I don't want you in my street. I don't want you in my neighborhood. You are a bad influence and a bad father, and a bad grandfather, a bad husband, a bad brother. What the heck are you talking about?
This is not supposed to cause arguments.
You raise bad kids, 2 of them killed their brother. You are
Àlàyé ni ẹ dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé yẹn, ẹ lálàyé yẹn yé each other.
For rituals. What the fuck are you talking about?
Can you let's talk constructively?
I cannot let's talk because I don't want you to sell that narrative to the gullibles and the mumus out there. Because some people,
why is
will buy your narrative and run with it.
It's me, you are not a family member. Why do you think he's working against you? Do you think he's working against you because everybody?
That is why you need to come out and not just be supporting bad notion. What's wrong with a lot of people in this world? If that is you,
people are just taking the case so far without knowing the cause of all this. They are just taking it too far. You guys are not getting it. You're not getting anything. They are just fighting over nothing.
Look, if anybody, there is no.
All this is supposed to come after the result.
I don't care.
After announcing the results, that is when this is supposed to come.
My husband, if he's caught sleeping with my daughter, he goes to jail forever. Does not belong in the society. If Mumi is my daughter, personally, I will take her there and have her locked up for good forever.
It's easy to say.
What the heck?
It's very easy to say.
Who is that person? I don't even think
make the move.
Him would talk like that.
Is the problem
it's
to make the move?
Indeed.
How many parents can do that?
I am short of words. I can't
nonsense from my sleep.
I can't even talk anymore. I'm short of words.
Can you imagine the kind of people we still have in the world? Do you think about this person wants to lose another son? I would lose all of them. I would lose all of them if that was me. I would lose all of them. Everybody. Mama Mohbad, Adura, La Rocha, all of them will go. Then they will get sense in their head and know that is not the right thing. Check this man out. He must be a Kilemanfe. I don't want to use the English. I can put money on it. If this man is investigated, he will have been sleeping with his daughter, and he will be telling the wife, these are the kind of stupid men that does that. And many more of them are out there. Pervert. Allah, why justice only? Then why are we here? Oh, no, jati. What the heck will download me? So you won't let your other family member, is that going to bring the... maybe I didn't hear very well. Did I hear him very well? Will that bring back my son? Will that bring back my son? Even you, if at the end of the day, I know that your other kids did it and you obstructed, even you, I will put you behind bars for good. Because that is Jatiletiwa.
everybody, just be careful and know the kind of neighbors you have, because some people will be living with these idiots. If this man were to be someone that this profile, we all use our real profiles and our real names, this man should be investigated, because I swear this man will have some skeleton in his cupboard. Because you don't make such a statement here in the United States and you will not be investigated. And you will not be investigated. That statement that Naira Marley made, that you guys should be happy that I am not a serial killer. That means I kill, but I don't kill in serial. I don't kill frequently. I don't buy people on a being. It's not that I don't. You should be lucky that it's once in a while I do it. That's what that statement means. And you think he will make such a statement? You think a 10-year-old will make such a statement in school? He will not be picked up? He will be picked up. Just like what this stupid idiot just said. There are some statements you don't make.
Did Papariano?
I have a friend, not a friend. I have like a guy I know in Nigeria. He just said, "Don't buy any 1 million. One color shaking it. He tweeted it. He was picked up and locked up. He was charged for treason.
He's on the comment section. Why did he drop? Let me come up now. Why did he drop?
Dumbass head.
Why did you drop? Why did you get back on the comment section?
People that don't understand things there, that will be saying, they will buy his ideas. We cannot, we live in a world. We cohabitate. We cohabitate in this world.
Okay. Wow. Well, people, I'm short of words. I don't know what to say. So he just took everything. It took my energy off me, But it's okay, we'll move. Justice for Mohbad. And justice we must get,
Madam Susie.
Yes, sir.
My colleague came up to ask you just a question. So the on where you and Annie has been on, and I have just a question for you.
Yes, sir.
See all sorts of rubbish. There was before.
Can you speak up, please? Can you speak? Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Before Madam Ellis came up, I was attacking that man from the comment section. It was so bad. I was just insulting him. What he was saying was rubbish, total rubbish. You're not supposed to mind is condemnable everywhere. So why are we here? Why are you even here? It wasn't reasonable. Talked about justice for Mohbad. What is justice? If you are thinking you want to shield some people not to get justice, so what? Definitely you are not for justice. Simple analysis. We are asking for justice, irrespective of who killed this guy or who buy Mohbad, should go for it. You are saying you need to shield one brother or one in-law or one, it doesn't make sense. So definitely you are not in for justice. That was so unreasonable coming from an age or a mature person like that. And I love the way Madam Mary is handled it, because I couldn't come up to attack him. Though having said that, I've listened to you and Madam Asukwo, and two people I respect so much on this. Probably a lot of people, but I love many people. Madam Mary knows you and Mary's, your effort so far in this battle, but sometimes we are wrong, sometimes we are right. We are not perfect in all. Bible said, if you're perfect in words, you are perfect in all. And unfortunately, nobody perfect in words. Having said that, you see, I keep on holding on to the testimony of the eyewitness spending. I don't want to bring Mama Mohbad. Whatever she must have been saying, she might be saying it. I don't know. Maybe she's not having a good mother to Mohbad. A lot of issues. She's not mentally okay, but I don't want to say she's not mentally okay, unless I want to be sarcastic about that. But I think she's saying it because of poverty mentality, because it finger her brain. And for Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad have been the only one who said, "Don't bury my son until you get justice." Mama Mohbad have come out to say, "Bury him." Wunmi have said we should go and bury him. Is Baba Mohbad that is holding it down. For me, that's enough for me to exonerate Baba Mohbad, who said, "I want this boy to get justice before he's buried." But the other two people you're looking at, they should pick or interrogate. They say, "Yes, go and bury him. Why are you keeping him?" Mama Mohbad has done a video for over like 30 to 40 minutes in that regard. The same thing Wunmi have said it maybe 2 or 3 times, that is Baba that don't want us to bury Mohbad. Now, Spendy is an eyewitness to this case as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about others, but I think I see him as an eyewitness from the show to the house. He got to the house with these people. He knows more about how Mohbad died. Maybe, let me say 50, to be fair to him, 50 to 60%. He must have heard, maybe he wasn't there, how he finally gave up the ghost. But his account narrated how the event went on, how they got to the house. And his account is against Wunmi, who is the wife of the disease. For me, I would have loved every one of us to channel our energy towards the police, asking the police to arrest Wunmi and Spendy once again, bring them in for questioning, because their words are not tally. Their words are not corroborating. Police pick him as a suspect and is also an eyewitness to this case. Let's say we didn't know what he wrote at the police station at Panti, but fortunately we were able to listen to him at the inquest. And if what he has said, that Wunmi fought the husband even when they got home, I think it's enough for us to say Wunmi knows how Mohbad died. For me, I always submit that Wunmi tied her husband. Bringing Baba Mohbad in for questioning is just to extract maybe 1 or 2 information in this case. So the question is, don't you think Spending has given us a good evidence to what actually happened to Mohbad? Madam Susie.
It's like people still don't understand what I mean by said these 3 people should be arrested. If these 3 people is being, okay, you people don't want to hear the word arrested. But to me, based on what I know on this case, that when you go there and they will change your statement, okay, if you are arrested, when your lawyer comes, whatever statement you put down before they bail you out, you understand, is going to be documented, okay? So I beginning to say, people, oh, no, I shouldn't say that. The reason why I say that, I'm still going to repeat myself. The reason why I say that, if Baba Mohbad is still waiting, okay, for the DNA to tell us what by Mohbad, and at the end of the day, DNA turnout, and Liam is Mohbad's son, okay? Is Baba Mohbad still going to tell us what died Mohbad? Why won't Baba Mohbad just go ahead and tell us now? You understand? So that we don't wait for the DNA. If he knows what happened to Mohbad, what died Mohbad, and he go ahead and say it, that will help us, the public, which strongly stand behind him to get justice for Mohbad. That will help us in so many ways. Is as it is right now, we are fighting in darkness, without torchlight, without light. We don't know what we are fighting against. You know, so if these three people keep on saying, hey, we know what happened, I don't think anybody should blame me, you know, saying that, because I am a mother. I know what it is.
Let me, Susan, I'm faithful God. Let me throw a little light into this, okay? You know why you should leave no stone unturned? Because of the likes of that man that just dropped, okay? Leave Baba Mohbad out of this scenario. But you see why investigation and investigators should look and touchlight everybody's life around the case because of the...
Hello, everyone. I think they are just repeating the same thing. I gotta go now. If there's any update again, I will come back. Thank you very much for watching me. Love you all. Bye-bye.